5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Take one. Action.
How's it going, Occasions and Purpose fans? I am here with my grandparents and my mom, and my mom did an episode last time I came back home about her life, and so I decided to do something more special, more intimate, and get my grandparents. And so I'm gonna have my grandparents introduce themselves. Granddad, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Edward Webb Williams.
And Grandma, what is your name?
Mamie Reeves Williams.
Okay. And Mom, what's your full name?
Melinda Williams McCall.
Okay. And so, how are you? So these are your parents.
Yeah, this is my mom and my dad.
Okay.
Are you right?
Your grandma and granddaddy.
Wow.
Are you right?
So, I guess I'm gonna start. Grandma and Granddad, you guys can just speak. How did y'all meet? Like, how did y'all just meet up? Like, how did y'all know each other before y'all got married?
We lived right across the road in front of each other. Right, I said street then.
Yeah.
But then we was living in the country, so in the road.
Yeah.
Right across the road in front of each other.
Wow. Okay. And what did y'all do for fun? Like, I mean, cause.
Oh, do fun? Oh, play Willy Weed and all that kind of good stuff.
What
What about the blackbird? Y'all did go do the thrashing, the blackbird thrashing.
Yeah, all that. But on like on Sunday afternoon, we'll go to the country store and get paid a candy bar and a cold drink, a knee-high drink, a RC drink.
Wow. Okay. And what year would this be around? Like, how old were y'all when y'all first met? Y'all were 20s,
we started going together around 56 and 57.
56 and 57. Oh my gosh. So
well, about 16, 17 years old.
Okay. So Grandma, what did you how did y'all work when y'all were that young, or what y'all do when y'all was when y'all first met, like in the country, I guess? Were y'all working at that time, or just like working the fields?
Yeah,
or
we worked on a farm.
Worked in the field.
There's a farm.
Yeah.
Cotton, corn, potatoes, peanuts.
Yeah. Wow.
Stuff like that. We working on a farm. Whatever farm, we had a farm.
Okay.
Cows, horses,
Milk cows.
chicken, goats, ducks, turkeys.
Everything.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Everything. Hogs.
Hogs. Yeah.
So, because I remember that they said that y'all moved to Boston, was it New York, or what did y'all move to?
Oh yeah, later. This after 58. I got out of school in 1958.
Okay.
And I worked for Sunday dinner for my first job.
Sunday dinner.
And I got the job 1959, the 19th of January, the same day my first child was born.
Oh, wow.
Two-year-old was born. On the same day I got the first job.
Oh, my God.
But we stayed there, but I worked in Montgomery. I think Mamie worked in Montgomery a while. Mm-hmm. And then the latter part of 59, my real father passed.
Yeah.
What was your real father's name?
What's his name?
My real father's name was Leander Webb, but we called him Doc Webb.
And your mother, what was your mother's real name?
My mother's name was Mary Liza Williams.
Mary Liza Williams.
But he passed, and I had a brother called Ert, lived in Dayton, Ohio. And he came to his daddy's funeral. He had a blue and white 55 Chevrolet.
Ooh. Back in the day.
Yeah. So he said he want to go back, and I went back to Dayton, Ohio with him for a minute.
Okay.
And then, Mom, you left to go to
That was later on.
What part of New York you go to, Mom?
Victorville,
New York.
Victorsville, New York.
She worked over there for a little while.
What'd you do, Grandma?
I was on a sleep-in job.
Oh, maid, man. You was a maid. That's it.
Sleep-in job.
Well, at that time, girls were going to New York to work in maid job.
Really?
There's a good job called live-in job.
Live-in job. Okay.
A live-in job. They'll get the girls from the South to come up there to work.
Really? Okay.
And so, and after she went to New York, then she came over to Dayton.
Okay.
And that's when we got married.
Yeah. So.
Got married in 1962. Yeah.
63 wasn't
No,
62.
62?
63. Yeah, 62.
Leonard
was born in 63.
I was born in 63.
Yeah, 62.
So,
But, I had a sister passed in 62.
Okay.
Long said. Bunnies, we call her Boo. I was raised by my auntie and her husband
Yes.
and her daughter. Lee Harcum, Jana Harcum, Jesse Everett.
Okay.
And another one of my aunties, and Cena Crockett.
Okay.
And your sister Boo, that was Buster and Boo.
Yeah,
and
Boo
Mark's
was
mom.
Boo. We were raised together.
Y'all raised.
I was raised like in it wasn't an orphan home, it was relatives, but that's what, and we was trained to love each other.
Wow.
We were trained with love, so I was just like my sister, and I loved her the day that the first time anybody ever died, it hurt me to my heart when she passed.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, Granddad. Let me just fix this real quick.
All right, that's
Let me just fix
okay.
that. There we go. That's it. Okay.
That was in 1962, around April.
Okay. So, Grandma, so who was your mother?
Daisy
Mother-
Daisy King Reeves.
And your daddy's name was?
Alton Reeves.
Alton Reeves. Okay. And and who was your grandmother? Your grandparents?
My grandparents lived in Birmingham, Mamie King and Enoch King.
Oh wow.
And she had a brother named after her grandfather.
Yeah, and I was
Butch, we
named
called
after,
her Uncle
I
Butch.
was
He lived in
named after,
Boston.
yeah, I was named after my grandmother. He was named after grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your best memories about your grandparents? Like.
Well, I don't have too many memories about them.
Okay.
Didn't get to see them too often, but they
Yeah.
would always come down here to go fishing, often. This is
Okay.
when I really got a chance to see them.
Mm-hmm.
And they love to go fishing, catch them eels. I was scared of them, looked like a snake. They would catch them, and they would leave go fishing like 4 o'clock in the morning. Just
So that's good
we
memory.
heard from them all the time because they always came to the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Granddaddy, what about your grandparents? Or what do you remember most about them?
My grandparents on my daddy's side, they had passed before I was born.
Okay.
But my grandmother on my mama's side, I remember her real well.
Yeah.
We call her Tia, her name was Arena Williams.
Okay.
She just died in the 80s.
Oh wow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I remember her too.
Yeah, that was my grandmother there. But I don't remember my dad's grandparents. My dad's parents had passed.
Yeah.
And so was my grandmother on my mama's side. Her husband had passed too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I remember a lot of my dad had some more sisters.
Yeah.
Like Aunt Lily and Aunt Wood.
Okay.
All of them, I remember all those. And I had a bunch of brothers too now.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of brothers. Yeah, I had a bunch of brothers. The oldest one was named Grover Lee. That's the oldest brother. Oldest sister was named Eula. We called her Mammy. And my other brother was like Puig, Eric, and Mutt.
Okay. Who was like?
And
Yeah.
I had another brother. Oh, I got called. Earl. I had a brother called Earl.
These they all older than you, Granddaddy?
All of them older than me.
Oh, wow.
Earl and I.
Yeah, these are all Doc Webb children.
Yeah, these are Doc Webb children.
Okay.
So you were named. Your middle name is your name is Joshua Lee Andrew.
After
And
his
so
dad.
after his dad name was
Doc.
I'm sorry, Lee Andrew Webb.
Yeah.
But everybody called him Doc.
Yeah.
So his tombstone it says Leandrew Doc Webb.
Webb.
Yeah.
So that's your middle name. It's after his father.
Okay.
But now I got other brothers too.
Yeah.
I got other brothers. My mother had another brother called him Bang. His name was Robert. Robert Crenshaw. I was
And
the second
Joe.
child my mother had. And the one behind me, we call him Leon, his name was Lewis Williams.
Lewis Wood.
Then my sisters were Rebecca,
Funny.
and we called the youngest one Sugar Mama, Bernice. Now another brother called Joe who lived in Montgomery now.
Yeah.
Joe who we ride around together all the time.
That's so long.
Yeah, yes.
So grandma. So name all your siblings. I don't think we named them yet. Your
My brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I have 8 brothers It was 5 sisters.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want me to name them, do you?
Yes, I do. We need them. We need
Willie
them.
Reeves, Alton Reeves,
Enoch Butch.
Enoch Reeves,
Duck named Walter.
Walter Reeves,
David.
Arthur Reeves, David Reeves,
John Lee.
and Joe Frank,
You forgot about John Lee?
and John Lee.
John Lee.
And your sisters?
Rosie, Elizabeth, Tempe, Beatrice, myself, Mamie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so they both came from 2 large families.
Yeah.
So is that like, this is for both of y'all, was it that common to have large families back in those days, in the 50s and 40s, I guess, or like?
Yeah, a lot of people had large families.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but see, most of back in them days, the older one, they wasn't home with nobody. They worked it up here in Montgomery, so wasn't nobody at home but the younger one.
The younger ones. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like we were raised on a farm. A lot of people had a lot of kids because they had a kid. You had to work the farm,
Yeah. Mm,
cotton and corn and stuff.
that makes sense.
We didn't. Didn't everybody have tractors? They had mule farms.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I remember people having steers, to plow steel,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. I was a real small boy. A few people were still doing it,
Yeah.
but most people already moved on to mule, and later on moved on to tractors and
Really? Okay.
stuff. But I remember all that back in the early 40s.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, back then, when you got 6 years old, you were working like a grown person. You just didn't do like taught children now. Taught children, you don't work now. Then you worked then because you had, you had to work because you didn't have all electricity and stuff.
Yeah.
Electronics and
Electronics,
cell phones
No.
and TV. You know, and TV.
We
Y'all don't
work-
have TVs.
You work.
Mighty few people had radios
Yeah.
in the days.
Yeah,
Mighty
air
few people.
conditioning. You know,
Nobody had air
conditioning.
conditioning.
Indoor bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, now, few of the white people who had a home probably had a bathroom, you know. But now in the city part,
Yeah.
people had it up here in
Right.
the city.
Right.
But now a lot of places in the city, they didn't have bathrooms, had outdoor bathrooms, you know. But then in the country, but
That's just what y'all did.
that was the way of life
Yeah.
at the time.
At the time.
And
of
even
course.
I remember a lot of that, you know, as young as I am, you know, I remember a lot of that. But later on, you know, as people began to have television.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the first fight I ever listened at, the people lived right across in front of, they lived in the house before Mamie moved in there.
Okay.
Mayor Beckner, they had a radio. And we could listen to stuff like
That's
a fight
the
on
only
the
thing
radio.
I had was the radio. We had no television. Then we had radio.
Well, y'all, there wasn't no lights over there then. Wasn't no lights period over there. We didn't have lights.
Y'all didn't have electricity
Not that time we
at
did.
that time.
So how you had the radio?
Huh?
How'd you have the
I
radio?
guess
Battery.
Battery. Okay, but y'all had batteries.
Yeah. We had a radio, a battery radio.
Okay.
that's all we did on Sunday was listen at the
Listen.
radio.
Uh,
That's why I listened at it
we
today.
just, let's see. Boo was born in 32. 32, 40. She was 16.
Yes.
Miss Everett, that lady that bought her a radio with a record player on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that had to be 42, 4 more years make her 16 be what? 50?
46.
I'm trying to get the year right. She was 16 when she bought it there.
She was 16. What year was she born in?
32.
1932. So 42. Yeah, 42.
42, she had been 10 years old.
1948.
48?
By
48.
1948, she would have been 16.
Well, that's probably when we got electricity.
Okay, 1948.
Something along there. That's when we actually probably got electricity, somewhere along there.
Okay. So,
But,
so real quick, so you said we in the 40s and 50s, and I can't not address as we see what's going on now for both of y'all, and what was going on then. How was it living in that time period, being compared to now? You know, with how it was with segregation and racial, and I know y'all were in the country, but I mean, did y'all witness or see all that kind of stuff? when y'all were growing up? You know, with Martin Luther King, or even before that. You know, how was that kind of stuff going on back in them days?
We went to all black school.
Yeah.
In other words, everything big store when you come to town had black water fountain, white water fountain, black restroom, white restroom, or would black restroom be just a little hole in the wall? There was black restroom with a white folk. In other words, if you caught the city bus, you rode it, a big space up front in the bus, little space in the back for the black people. But you went to an all black school.
Yeah.
They wasn't. They really wasn't a great place to be, because most of them small wooden buildings. You know, stuff like that. But other words, for us, you had good times at church. People sung, prayed. And
had to go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, we went to church
and stay at home not one day.
You had fun
you
with
had to
the
be
people.
sick to stay at home.
In other words, you know you're wrong with what people were doing to you, but you're living in a system.
Okay.
And you don't figure the time will come sometime, and find the king come along.
Yeah.
But all the other time, you live a great life, cooking and eating. You had cookout, just like you have cookouts now. You go to fishing, cook a bunch of fish, same way.
Yeah.
Same way, but you did it with the black peoples.
Yeah, you did this with your
and you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
People could cook then.
Yeah.
Everything was made from scratch.
Everything.
You didn't have no McDonald's. David Queen. Maybe David Queen was the first thing come along, probably what I can remember.
Yeah.
David Queen came along before McDonald's. David Queen was the first thing I remember come along when I first started coming to the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up here, but other than that, you lived a good life. Everybody ate. People cooked everything from scratch. You know, and people would cook chicken, boy. You wouldn't believe it would melt in your mouth. But you kill them out the yard. Yeah. You put a chicken up and feed him, give him some Epsom salt or something to clean him out.
Yeah.
And then you kill him on the next couple of days.
Okay.
You had chicken and all that. All that. You made your own bread.
So grandma, so like, okay, so what was your life like? I mean, I know it's similar to probably granddad's and how y'all was upraised, but when y'all got older, you started seeing the world. What was it like? I mean, to go work in New York, or what was it like? Raising kids. Like, how was that like?
It was okay. I just want to get away from home.
so like me, okay.
I was tired of cooking and cleaning and sweeping yard, and I just had to get away.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I left. I had got tired of staying at home, and I just want to see a different,
So how was it? How was seeing all that?
It was okay until I got tired of it. Then I went where baby brother was, followed behind him, and it just went from that one thing to another.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So as y'all, so I guess I'm trying to move time. I guess so now when y'all had y'all first house and y'all had kids, like what was the family life like? My mom, you talked about this in your podcast, but I want to get it from the source. What was that like when y'all finally had a house and kids and all that kind of stuff?
It was all right. When I first left home, I didn't take my older ones with me.
Yeah.
They was in the country with my mother.
Okay.
So then I think Leonard was born then about after we left from the country.
Yeah.
And then but Leonard was, baby brother Moses, he had her spoiled. He did all the work with Leonard. I didn't have to never do anything. So Leonard was so spoiled, and baby brother took care of day and night. He worked days, but at night when nobody but Leonard. And then the old one was still in the country, so I got him later on, and after we got moved and everything, and but it was all right.
Okay.
I think it was better then than it is now. I think it is.
Yeah. What do you mean by that, Grandma? I need a little more context.
Wait a minute.
Everything can be edited, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know.
Okay.
Well,
We
he works more now because he's still on 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference now.
Different now.
Yeah, all of them raised.
So I have all the work to
all
do.
of them raised right in this little
He
house.
works 2 jobs all the time now, so it makes a difference.
Yeah, all of them raised right here.
Hard work ethic.
And he always worked though. He always kept a job.
In other words, the last one was born. Booty was 17 years old when that boy was born. 13
Kevin,
one.
Kevin was born. Because after y'all had Tootsie Roll, Shirley, and me, and then y'all moved on to Boston and had Beverly, Ted,
And Booty was born in Boston.
and then we all came back from Boston to Alabama.
Yeah.
And then like I said, 17 years. Then we bought this. This was our first house. The house we in now. This was the first house I ever bought, ever owned. Was this house here?
We stayed in Mile. When we first moved, we got a apartment on Mile
Mile
Street
Street.
over
And
there.
then y'all bought this house here.
Uh-huh.
They bought this. This was their first house, and we had all of us.
That was back in '73, I believe.
72.
And then Kevin, what year was Kevin born?
Kevin was born in 84.
84. 17 years later, Kevin was born. But they've been in this house for how long, Mom and Dad?
Ever since 70, we've been here 40 something years.
40 some years, yeah.
Ever since 72,
Yeah, 72.
So, I'm
48 years.
out of, I mean, as the family spreads out across the country and like and having grandkids and great grandkids and twice removed, what would you like to tell them, to those kids that y'all might not meet eventually? Like what would you want them to know about you, that you could pass on down? This would be that time right now.
Go ahead on that, bro.
Cause like I grew up with y'all. I mean, so I know.
Yeah.
But like, what would you want them to? What would you like to say to them?
Go ahead now.
I don't know. Just
The things you instilled in us, Dad.
yeah. Stay on a job. Stay on a job all the time. Really, all of them need education, and things ain't gonna get better. Not now.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to get an education real bad.
Yeah.
All kids
To be educated.
need education real bad.
And listen to your grandparents,
But-
because they know they've been here a long
And
time.
one thing for sure.
And they know more than they don't know everything,
Yeah.
but they they ain't never tell you nothing wrong. They always gonna tell you what what to
That's
do,
right.
what's best for you in life.
Okay.
Amen.
So it just stay focused all the time.
Okay.
Try to do the best you can.
That's really.
Amen.
And you need to learn about the good master up above.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's the most important part.
Oh yeah.
To learn about the good master up above.
Trust in the Lord
Yeah.
There you go. Trust in him.
and
I love
believe and trust in Him.
I love
Yes, it is.
And I can't end the interview off, without talking about what's going on today about with George Floyd and everything, and so much is going on in the world. How do y'all feel about that? Like, do you? I mean, seeing where y'all came from and what it is today, do you have faith in what's going to happen? Do you think that it will be changed, in our community, or what? What do y'all think about that issue?
What I think about it, I read the Bible, and all this stuff going on was printed in the Bible 1,000 years ahead. All this can happen. All you have to read is go into probably Matthew, the 24th chapter. It'll tell you about all this going to happen. Or you go something like the Jeremiah, probably 29th chapter, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And you read about all this stuff what's happening now.
Yes.
And many I said, the COVID-19, but all stuff gonna happen. And it's gonna be nation against nation and
Everything.
peoples against peoples. It's already been stated.
Mm.
But he said that ain't the end of time yet.
Yeah.
In other words, the end of time won't come until all his gospel be preached to everybody in the nation, everywhere. That's the only thing you got can give you comfort.
Mm.
Not knowing all this stuff what they got going on. But if even if you read when Pharaoh had the children of Israel down there,
Yeah.
Yes.
And Exodus
how he
and all
did,
that.
and he wouldn't let them go until they started the killing the firstborn.
Born. Yeah.
Sure did.
He had dog days and all that.
Yeah. But
So all this gonna happen in life.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nothing we can do about it. It had already been printed,
Yeah.
and I believe it. But I almost believe something after death. I believe something after that. Yeah, I believe his hero. When he breathed on poison nostrils, that was him. That was Adam.
Yes.
In other words, when he died on the cross and buried him in a tomb, he wrote, I believe whatever got you ticking.
Yeah.
I believe when he get that back, he don't bury that, but the body, he made the body from the dirt.
Yes. Yeah.
From the, and I think he's sending that, but whatever that is, I believe it's something after death.
There's something.
I can't explain it,
But there's
but I do believe it.
Yes.
Amen. That's beautiful.
All right, Josh, that's enough. I'm going to sit down.
Well, that's
You
it.
can start your that's the other time.
I mean, just finish it. So, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. We thank you. Y'all got to meet the grandparents for a little bit. And please subscribe. And I thank y'all for doing the interview. And that's it. Thank
Okay,
y'all.
thank you,
Bye.
Josh.
Bye.
All right, Josh, that's good.